Hey everybody, this is Sarah Huff. It is Thursday, May 4th. I'm a little bit a day late on my Wednesday market reports, but I had to go to the dentist yesterday with my kids, so that was that. But we're gonna do a little market update for what's going on here in the city of Newburgh and surrounding areas. I think again, we are seeing that uh, things are really busy. The market is very, very tight. I'm going to quickly look at the listings that are on the market for residential real estate. We'll skip the commercial stuff for today. 42 matches. There's only 42 buildings for sale in the city of Newburgh. Fantastic. It looks like our range is 179, 999. What a bargain. My goodness. Going up to 775. So that's a pretty healthy range of value and affordability. There's some condos mixed in here. There's some single family houses on here's a multifamily, cheapest multifamily, looks like 25 City Terrace for 210,000. And we'll take a look at this stuff, and then we're going to look at market reports for this month and year-to-date market reports, which are super interesting. If you guys like this content, let me know. If you have questions, I've also considered doing this live as sort of a office hours Q&A, talk about the market and what's up kind of thing. So if that's interesting for you, give a comment down below and we'll make it happen, because I think this is super fun personally. So let's just dig in and look and see what's in the middle here. Property on William Street, some multifamilies. Looks like we've got a cool condo in the Ferry Crossing, 350 North Water Street for $300 and some thousand. That's interesting. Odell Street, which is out in the west side of Newburgh. Some Montgomery Street, some cool stuff on West Street. Whoops. Looks like that's a little strange. It can be a single family or a multifamily, listed as both. Some stuff, multifamily stuff, Montgomery Grand Street, some bigger properties, bigger multifams on Broadway, etc., etc. So overall, I'd say, let's look at, you got your little house on Hasbrook Street. Hasbrook Street, honestly, is one of my favorite streets in Newburgh. There's a cute little park on that street that could just be tidied up into such a cool place. And then there's this amazing bakery on Mill Street just around the corner. So fixer-upper kind of, but in decent shape. Little single family home on Hasbrook Street. Let's pick one from the middle. 25 Sherman. Cute little house. Why the heck not? Painted it blue. It's very cute. You got a cute deck. You got a this. You got a that. Pretty modern kitchen. Less than 300,000. Nothing to sneeze at. Cute house. This is a nice listing. Cute photos. Good job, listing agent. And let's see. And then let's pick something from the high end. We can get as granular with this as possible. The Whammo picture listing. They listed this at such a nice moment when the cherry tree was just perfectly blooming. They timed it. I don't know how it's going, but it is a really nice house. It has this is actually on my street where I live. It does have river views. Super nice house, single family, 3-bed, 4-bath, 3 full baths and 1 half. Not a huge house, but it's super nice and looks like they've got nice furnishings. So good luck. It's a nice spot. So that's kind of the market overview. This is very low inventory, right? If we're thinking about the fact that during when interest rates were, the last couple of years when interest rates were so low, everyone was qualifying for, let's just put it this way. If you qualified for a $500,000 loan when interest rates were 2.5%, now that they're doubled, you're qualifying for 300, 250,000. You know, your buying power is, in terms of a mortgage, is basically cut in half. So folks get really scrunched. I'm seeing tons of activity in that below 400,000, kind of low 400s, slightly below $400,000 range. And there just isn't a lot of availability if you want a nice, you know, more or less renovated home, or you're landing in a condo, right? Here's another ferry crossing. Mandigo Place has some cute houses. You know, here's like cute little ranchy sort of house, not the most modern kitchen. You've got some fixing up to do. This, I feel like, is just needs a tidy up, but that's a cute house on a nice little block. And we have some of that, but not tons in the city of Newburgh. But I think there's still a lot of affordable options in that sub $400,000 and even sub $300,000 price point. You know, if we look at I don't know, I don't want to pay. I've like some of these are my listings, and I'm not trying to be all sneaky promoting my own stuff. I think it's more fun. Let's look at 29 Carter. Cute little house. Not a big house, about 1,000 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $250,000. You know, that's kind of what you're getting. Cute little house, $250K. You can do your thing and take it from there. What's 157 Chambers? Oh, that's a big fixer. 157 Chambers, yeah, got it. Potential to be a multifamily. Looks like they did some work. They're halfway there, ran out of money, whatever. I don't know the story. I shouldn't say that. But for whatever reason, they decided not to go through with the renovations and cracking into that. So with things like this, you have to think about when you're pricing them. This isn't my listing. You think about the purchase price plus the renovation loan cost floating on top. And the numbers, you know, the two pieces have to fit together within the after repair appraised value, right? You can't overspend on the renovation. The bank won't let you do that. You know, if you're doing it in cash, you can spend your money however you want. But you know, sooner or later, that usually comes back. It catches up with you if you're overspending grossly on a renovation. So homes like this are interesting. I have a couple similar situations listed, and it is super fun and interesting for me right now. The prices for these fixers are higher than they used to be, and the numbers are thin for investors. For homeowners who will live in one unit and rent the other, it really can make sense. And in such a high pressure, low inventory situation, I am seeing that homeowners are doing these big renovation projects. And it actually is so heartening and interesting for me to see that happening, because these types of homes, big fixer-uppers, were always a question, because even when purchase prices were lower, the numbers are very thin because they require a lot of work. So it really was always a homeowner proposition, but the sheer number of these projects would depress the blocks that they were on and make them less attractive to homeowners. So it's sort of like the snake eating its own tail and trying to figure out how to make these work. And now we have the comparable sales that the banks will fund them, and the homeowners have the market pressure to do them. And honestly, they will go through a rigmarole, whatever that word is. They will go through a drama dealing with the construction project management, but they'll make it out the other side and have a really awesome, like, perfectly redone house that's customized to them from these great old historical homes. So for me, it's really exciting, and I think it's super cool. So what I would love to show you next is a market year-to-date comparison report. Let's see if I can get this in my window here where you can see it, comparing where we have been up to this point, up to May 4th or plus minus in 2022 compared to 2023. And the numbers are so shocking. I'm finding this so amusing in sort of a slightly painful way. But look at here. And this explains a lot, and I love year-on-year comparison reports. They tell a great story. So city of Newburgh, if we're taking that as an example, by this time last year, there were, let's see here, in just for single families, there were 74 new listings and 49 sales. Now there are 43 new listings and 24 sales. So we're almost, it's 50% reduction in sales and 40 and some change of new listings. So it really is the come on, sellers, like people still want to buy. And it's just an interesting psychological moment where sellers, and I have these conversations with folks of like, well, the market's down. And so I won't list my house, but look at, guys, average sale, 268,000, right? Year to date in 2022. But look at here, average sale in 2023, 280. It's higher because people don't have anything to buy. So actually the market forces are driving the sales prices up a little bit. Median sale 238, median sale 269. So in general, I would say that attitude is unfounded among the sellers, and it actually is a pretty good time to sell. We have more new listings coming onto the market as summer progresses and folks catch on to these trends and get an emotional sense for the factual numbers. But it is always interesting for me in real estate to see how emotional it is. And that makes sense because we're selling, trading the places we live and a lot of times care about very deeply. And there's a major emotional component to how we buy and sell the places we live. And so that's part of the reason why I love this job, because you get to be like mini, deal in the weeds of all of those sorts of feelings and education and all of that kind of stuff. So at any rate, that will be the short market report for now. And I hope this is fun and interesting. Get this guy out of here. And in the meantime, until next week, if you have any questions, put them below, send me a message, call me, send me an email, all of the things. And we are serving the city of Newburgh and the Mid-Hudson Valley. And if you have any questions whatsoever about real estate, or you want to buy or sell your house, you know where to reach us. Bye.